up, guys? It's Irish Fishback with Maximum One Realtor Partners, and I hope that you are having a great day. It's already afternoon. The day is just flying. I just wanted to reach out this week and talk to everybody about the secret to wealth. The secret between the haves and the have-nots, and some who are able to have the dreams and things that they want in life, and those who do not. There is one secret, and it really does come down to this one thing. And I wonder how many of you out there know what that one thing is. Well, we're going to talk about that over the coming weeks, because I've come to find out in the real estate business that working with buyers, there are a lot of buyers who have money, may have a stable job, have been working their job for a while, but they have this one thing that stops them from getting into homes. And so we want to change that. We're going to shift gears going into this second half of 2023, because it's not anything to do with the interest rates. It's not anything to do with the inventory, although those things do play a factor. It's only one thing that's stopping most people from getting into a home. And so this second half of 2023, we are going to help people get into the homes. We are here. My whole thing is to help people. I've always wanted to help people. And if I can help just one person get into a home in 2023 before the year closes, then I would have done my job. And so I want to make sure that we are reaching those people who feel like home ownership is not available to them. It really is. And these things you can apply to your daily life, as well as start having your teenagers and your kids, as they get ready to go off to college, start applying it in their lives as well, so that they don't have to jump over the hurdles that some of us have had to jump over, and they have a good footing and a good start to their life. So we are going to kick off this series. What is stopping us from getting into a home? What is stopping us from having wealth in America? And it is going to be phenomenal. It is going to open some doors for a lot of people, and we are going to kick that off next week. We are also going to do some series in person as well. For those here in Atlanta, you'll be able to come to our workshops and get the information that you need. Ask questions. We will answer your questions. We will have lenders on site. We will have all the experts that you need to help you get into a home and find out the one thing that is stopping you from getting into a home. And again, like I said earlier, it's not the interest rates, it's not the inventory, it's not your job. It could be for some people, but that is not the one thing that is stopping you from getting into a home. I do want to say it's always a great time to invest in property. It's always a great time to buy a home, despite the news cycles, despite what the pundits are saying. I think a lot of people still think, even as we're into August of 2023, thinking that the rates are going to come down on home prices back to where they were 2 summers ago. It's not going to happen. There's still people thinking that the interest rates are going to come plummeting down. They're not coming plummeting down. They may come to fluctuate. They're going to fluctuate. They're going to go up and down, but they are not going to go to the levels where we saw 2 summers ago. It's just not going to happen right now. And so you have to get in the mindset of, you want to invest, you want to be in something for the long term, because home ownership is a long-term process. It's not for those who want to get in, make a quick dollar and get out. There are homes for that, investing and investors and flip and fix and all kinds of things like that. But home ownership is a long-term process. So you want to be able to be in your home 5 years or more to really get the value out of your home if you plan on selling it in the future. So that is some of the things we want to talk about. But one thing I want to leave you with today is this. I've spoken to so many people who get frustrated in the home buying process. And one of the things that they say is they start saving and then they stop. They are on their job and then they're like, oh, I want a new job. I don't want to go back to that job. They get weary in the well-doing. What does that mean, get weary in the well-doing? It means you get tired of doing something over and over and over and over again. And despite the fact that you might not be seeing results, the results are happening. You cannot get weary in the well-doing. Perfect example of that is when you're trying to lose weight and you're on this diet and do you think the weight is going to drop off day one? The weight's not going to drop off day one. The weight may not even drop off day two. And by the end of the week, you may have some water weight that's come off, but you have to stay at it. You have to do it over and over and be diligent about what you're doing and know why you're doing it. It's just like Michael Jordan when he was playing basketball. It wasn't overnight that everybody knew if the game is on the line, put the ball in Michael Jordan's hands. That didn't just happen. It was nights and nights of practicing. It was summers on the basketball court, day in and day out, perfecting his craft. Nothing good happens like this. Everything that is worthwhile in this life comes from hard work and doing something consistently and doing it over a course of time. You only get better at something the more and more and more you do it. I see it all the time with kids. They want to be the next Steph Curry. They want to be the next Ray Lewis on the football field. But guess what? You'll never be the Ray Lewis. You'll never be the Steph Curry, because even if you're talented, talent runs out. Hard work, dedication, consistency, working your craft, that is the stuff that is the difference between talented people, and there are many talented people out there, and greatness. Greatness comes from working over and over and over and over and over. How many times do you think Steph practiced the three-point shot? Did he do it 2 times and say, I'm not doing this? Of course not. And it's the same way when we are investing in real estate, when we want to become homeowners. We cannot stop working on our job in the middle of the job and say, I'm going to job hop. Unless you are making, you're the VP of the company and you're making, 6-figure salary where it doesn't matter if you go from one job to the next, don't leave your job. You need to stay consistent. You need to show job history. The same thing with saving money. You have to save for a home. There are expenses that you're going to have when you purchase a home. There are things you're going to have to pay for when you get into your new home. So you can't stop saving and say, you know what? I'm just not doing it. I'm not saving anymore. I'm tired of saving. I'm ready to go out to dinner. I'm ready to go buy that new Louis Vuitton. You can't do it. Or we just even take it a step, bring it down a little bit, the new Coach purse. You can't do it. You have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. We're going to say it one more time. We have to be consistent and diligent about what we're doing. And so if you want to get into a home this year, if you want to get into a home January 2024, you have to be diligent and consistent about what you're doing. Do not change jobs and continue to save for that new home. You will not be disappointed. If you have children, they will not be disappointed. The joy that will be on their face from having a new bedroom, a new backyard that they can run and jump, new friends in the neighborhood is priceless. So let's buckle down, buckle our seatbelts, and let's get ready to do some serious hard work and get into some homes and home ownership in the second half of 2023. Stay tuned. Next week, we're going to dig into what is the secret to stopping you from getting into a home. Hope you have a great week, and we'll see you next week. Again, this is Irish Fishback with Maximum One Realtor Partners. You can call me at 678-485-6290, and I will answer any and all questions that you have. I'm here to help. If you're stuck in a process or you don't know what to do next, reach out, give me a call. You can also email me at irishfishbackmngt@gmail.com. See you next week, guys.